My name is Rodney Renan. I'm from Long Island, New York.
Don't ever admit that in public.
Hey, it's the best place to be, I think. Anyway, I was wondering if you believe Yasser Arafat actually wants peace. And secondly, what are the Israelis trying to accomplish by putting a tank basically in his living room?
Well, look, I just heard tonight that Yasser Arafat is going to do a remake with Yoko Ono of Give Peace a Chance. Big album, CD. Come on. Yasser Arafat doesn't want peace. He's in it for Yasser Arafat. The reason he didn't sign the Barack thing, as I said, was because they thought they'd kill him. So he's there. He doesn't have much power. There's a debate on whether they should deport him and get rid of him and then bring someone else in, but there isn't anybody else. Look, that situation is so out of control right now that even I can't solve it, all right? I don't even know what to do. And basically, you got these fanatics who want to kill the Jews. They don't want peace, they just want to kill the Jews. So what do? I mean, you can't let them do that. You can't. And then you got Sharon, who, he's got his own axe to grind. I mean, But I think what will happen is there will broker some kind of ceasefire. It'll have to happen. But whether it's not going to stick. It's like the Northern Ireland thing.
Hey, Mr. O'Reilly, my name is Jared Wasserman. I'm a senior at the college. Along these same lines, do you think Bush, in this situation, has stepped back from that straight arrow right and wrong stance when dealing with Palestinian terrorists versus terrorists in the rest of the world?
It's hard for me to say because I don't know. I can't. First of all, the Bush administration wanted anything to do with this, all right? Whereas Clinton was really engaged in this thing. Bush came in and said, look, let's stay away from that. All right? Because it is a quagmire. It's a quagmire and a no-win situation. But, that policy wasn't good because things are rapidly out of control now. I think the UN has got to take a strong stance, put the UN peacekeepers in there, just like they did in Bosnia and all of this, and try to separate them. But I think Bush just wants it to go away. Now it's not going to go away, so he's got to deal with it, but I don't think he has a passion for it. I know he doesn't.
Hi, I'm James Morgan. It's a pleasure to meet you. There was an article in this Sunday's New York Times, and it was listing the European community's reaction to the acts of terrorism in Israel. And basically, it summarized, it condemned the Israeli response to the terrorist activities. I wanted to know if you thought that there was a bias in European...
Bias in Europe? No.
Well, why?
Because they're pinheads. I mean, these people... I mean... Look, say you're in Belgium, all right? There's nothing to do in Belgium, all right? So you're sitting around, and, 5 guys come on Belgian television, oh, yes, the Israeli... They live in a world that's totally divorced from the rest of the world. We have trouble with these people in Europe all the time, trying to convince them that there is evil. Talk about moral relativism. My God. And if you look at the history of Europe, I mean, the amount of horrible, terrible things that have taken place just in this little area where it's something in the water. That's all I can say. But Americans make the mistake. They don't like us, generally speaking, all right? We're just way too much for them. We're obnoxious. We're loud. If you go over to Europe, you see Americans in the yellow and orange pantsuits, and that enough. If I live in over there, I hate these people. And our culture takes over. It's our music. It's our movies. It's, America, America, America. It's like, yeah. That's why Osama bin Laden has the strength that he has, because he plays on it. These Americans are corrupting everything. Look at Puff Daddy. I mean, that's enough to get 15 guys to blow themselves up. Puff Daddy. All right? It's a cult. We have a culture here that's so free and it's so powerful that it just overpowers other people. And they link Israel to America. It's one and the same in their eyes. But I got to tell you, we can't let Israel get destroyed. And believe me, if we didn't prop them up, they would kill them. And all the Europeans, believe me, if we pulled out of there, no more aid to you, nothing, we're not going to send any weapons to you, no more, goodbye. So, the Arab nations would go in there and they destroy them, just as Hitler tried to do. And the Europeans wouldn't lift a finger to help them.